Hey guys, what's up? It's AnnALouise, and today's video is one that I decided to do. I know it's definitely out of my norm, like I totally get that, but a lot of you guys have asked for makeup tutorials and like how I do my makeup, and so I figured today I would go ahead and do that for you guys. But although this is out of my norm, I will say this part isn't. So what I've decided to do is to do a fall makeup tutorial based off of one of my fish. So I figured, hey, although this is a makeup tutorial, it is still revolved around my fish, and I decided to do this on Twisty. So Twisty is my koi placate. He's a galaxy koi. He is so awesome. He looks like he is half tiger, half clown. He's named after Twisty from American Horror Story, and I figured it would be perfect to do a look based off of him because this is a fall look and he is pretty much fall colors. And yeah, he's a very beautiful fish. He's one of my favorites with the crazy great personality, and I figured you guys would like to see that, so I hope you do. I hope you enjoy it. I know it's different, but like I said, I hope you enjoy it. And also, just really fast before I get started, I wanted to announce that I finally have a P.O. box. I will be announcing this for the next couple of videos just because this one may not be some people's cup of tea, so they may not watch it to see this. But for my birthday, my mama got me a P.O. box, which I'm so excited about because I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to send me stuff. And so I have one now, and I will put the address in the description box below. So please look. If you want to send me anything, you can send it to that address. And I plan on unboxing things that people send me or opening them, whether it's a card, whatever it is, on a video. So just look for the description box down below for that, and let's begin. So I wanted to note that I already put moisturizer on my face. I use the Origins Ginseng moisturizer. I just really wanted to let that, like, you know, sit in and stuff, but I already have that on. And so basically now I want to go with primer. Okay, so for primer I am using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Oil Free Pore Minimizer. Oh wow, love how it's focusing. There we go. So this is what I'm using for primer. This is the only pore filling primer that I actually find to work and be useful. So I'm just going to dab it on my problem areas. And then next, just to make sure that everything stays on really good, because I do have a long day today. I'm going to class tonight. So I want to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. If I use a pore filling primer, I normally like to do multiple things because pore filling I only put on certain areas such as my nose, forehead, and chin. That always makes me nervous. And kind of dab that into my skin. And by the way, I'm doing this in my bedroom, which I never do, and I don't have a mirror, so I'm probably going to be looking at a little bit of a different area sometimes. That's because this is not my cup of tea. This is not normally what I do, so bear with me on that. But we're going to get into eyes now. Okay, I forgot my tape, so if I'm in a little bit of a different position, that's why. Basically, I'm a creature of habit, and I don't even need to use tape, but just because I've done it for so long, I always have to have tape. So I put tape on my eyes. And for my eyes, I decided, because I have been using them a lot lately, I wanted to use some of the new Jaclyn Hill Vault collections. So the ones I'm going to be using today are Bling Boss, which I don't know if they're going to focus, but Bling Boss, Armed and Gorgeous, and Ring the Alarm. Armed and Gorgeous looks like this. The Ring the Alarm looks like this. And Bling Boss looks like this. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I think that these three will give me some of Twisty's look, so that's what I'm going to go for. And yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to prime my eyes with the Kat Von D Lock It Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer right here. And then because those palettes unfortunately do not have a shade to set down powder with, I'm just going to go in with this Makeup Revolution and set it with this just cream color. Okay, so with this look, I really want to focus on the kind of orangey, tigery look that Twisty has on the main areas of my eyes, such as the crease and such, and then do his like pinky white kind of bluish detail on the outer corners and on the lid and such. So the first palette I'm going to go in with is Ring the Alarm, and I'm going to go in with Rush. So that's that one right there. And I'm just going to put it on a fluffy brush and go in to my crease with it. Okay, so now that I have that into the crease, let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and go into the other palette, which is Armed and Gorgeous, and use this one, which is Agent, right here. On camera, I don't know exactly how it translates, but it is almost the same as the first one I used, except for it pulls off to be a little bit more yellow. So that's what I'm going to do. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precise crease brush and go into Bling Boss and go in with Hush Hush, which these are all pretty much what I would use as really good crease colors. But I'm just wanting to do a little bit of both because he does have some pinky, whitey kind of tones, and he's also really orange. So to get that good base down, I really want to have these colors in here. And I'm wanting to make sure that I don't go above that orange color. I want to stay like right in the crease. Okay, and so Twisty does have blue on him, but that is not very fall-like. So I'm only going to stick with obviously the fall colors in him. And I mean, basically, I guess my eyes could be his blue. But yeah, after I have the orange and the pink, what I'm going to do is go in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette and go in with VIP, which is this white shimmery shade. And now by going in with this represents his body because he has a white overlay. And I'm going to focus that in the outer V's, and I'm just going to use my finger because a lot of times these apply way better with fingers. Shimmers normally, I feel like, always do. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go in with the Bling Boss palette and use this one right here in Bling Bling because that is a light pinky color, and I think that will be really nice over the white because, like I say, Twisty does have pink. So I literally just kind of wanted to add that for a overlay on top of the white because he doesn't have much pink and it's more like flexes whenever the light kind of changes. I'm literally looking over at him right now. Yeah, he probably has no idea. But anyway, that is it for like the eyeshadow part, other than I do want to go back in those first kind of colors that I use and go back over the crease one more time just to make sure that everything is blended out and such. Okay, so I'm going to pull my tape off now. And it's going to be time to apply eyeliner, which Twisty does have a lot of black in him, like speckles around, so the black eyeliner will be perfect for that. I'm going to do that off camera just because it is kind of hard to do. Well, it'll be on camera, but I won't be really paying attention because it is harder to do if I'm not like really focusing at a mirror. But I'm going to do a wing liner for that. And with that, I will be using the e.l.f. in Jet Black. So this is the e.l.f. liquid liner. Okay, so I apologize. My camera decided that it was out of memory, so I had to turn it off and had to put it back on. So once again, if I'm in a different position, I'm sorry, but I do have my eyeliner on now. And I just decided basically, since Twisty does have quite a bit of blue in him, I decided to actually go in with the Dark Magic palette as well and use Busted, because this is a really nice fall color. It is not your typical orange or red or whatever, but it still is a really nice fall color and it still matches him well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add that on the outer V very carefully since I do have my eyeliner down, but I figured it would like darken it up and spicing it up a little. I really do like that I added that. I did get a little bit where my eyeliner was though, so I'll have to kind of re-go over that, but still I really like that I added that. And now it is time for foundation. I'm going to do the Flower Beauty foundation. It is the Light Illusion, I think, yeah. Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel, and it is in the color shade, whatever, Nude L3. So that's the color that I'm in. This is one of my top favorite foundations out of anything, out of drugstore, out of high-end, just anything in general. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's amazing, and I really realized, especially with my skin type, that a more dewy look is what I do best. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get anything on my bed. I'm not used to this. I'm used to doing my makeup in the bathroom, but lighting wouldn't be as good, so. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to go in with concealer, and I also use the Flower Beauty concealer. I have used the Tarte Shape Tape forever, but this one is really affordable, and I love how dewy it looks, and it does have really good coverage, and I think that the shade matches me a lot better while I'm tan. I'm not even super tan, but they need a lot more different shade ranges, because whenever I am not tan, which is most of the time, I can't even wear it. But this is what it looks like, and I'm in the shade L12 Fair. That's literally the lightest shade. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And I'm sorry if I keep looking into the viewfinder. It's only because I do not have a mirror, so that kind of serves, well, I do have a mirror, but it's hard to use. So it kind of serves as my mirror. And now I'm just going to pat this in with my little beauty sponge here. I 1000% recommend a beauty sponge over a brush any day. I use the Real Techniques because, I mean, it's cheaper and it does, I would say, the same as a beauty blender. Also, one thing I love about this concealer is it blends out amazingly and so easy. Like, easier than any other concealer that I've ever used, and yeah, it's really good. Okay, so now for powder, I'm going to go in with the Airspun loose powder. Right here, I've had this one for the longest time. It lasts forever. And I really like to use my beauty blender when applying powder to the places that I applied concealer, because I feel like it does so much better. I feel like it sinks into the skin so much better than if you use a brush, but that only goes for the places I apply concealer. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, and then for the rest of my face, I set with a luminous powder, so I use the Flower Beauty one. Y'all, if you can already tell, Flower Beauty is one of my most favorite brands of all time, and definitely my favorite drugstore brand, probably next to Makeup Revolution. But yeah, this is a luminous powder, so I set with that on my cheeks and forehead. Well, the rest of my forehead that I didn't apply concealer to. So now for my face, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. I have been using this one for such a long time now. It is really good, and I really love the smell of it, and it tastes good too. I'm not saying taste your makeup, but like sometimes it gets in my mouth. It tastes really good, smells really good, and you have a lot here. So you have 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and 2 highlights, and I love them all pretty equally except for Pink Wink, which is a little bit too much. So yeah, that's pretty much the only one I don't use. But we're gonna go in with the bronzer shade Sunny Honey. It's almost worn away because of how much I've used it, but I'm gonna go in with this one. Wait, I just pointed to the highlight. I mean this one. So I like a lot of different types of bronzers because, I don't know, I really love to bronze up my face. So I'm going to go in with another bronzer that is also by Too Faced, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium to Deep Matte Bronzer. It says medium to deep, but it's, I mean, it kind of picks up dark on camera, but it's really not that dark. And it's really good. Okay, and then last but not least for bronzer, I'm going to go in with Tropic Like It's Hot, which is in the Too Faced palette. This one is a very pigmented. I don't know if you can tell. Do you see that? Well, I don't know. It's really pigmented. So I do it last for like a ba-bang, you know, like a big finish. So my foot just went, or my whole leg went to sleep. I can't feel it and I can't even move my ankle, y'all. I've never been able to sleep. I cannot move my foot. I need to fix this, so hold on. I'm just nonchalantly over here shaking my leg. I reckon it's back to normal now. So now I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light. I use it for contour. It is an oldie, but it is definitely a goodie. Got my brush. I'm just going to go in with obviously this one right here, which is very much used. And then it works out perfectly because since Twisty does have pink in him, and I have my Natural Face palette here. I did have one by Anastasia right here that has a really, really bright pink and a brown, but that's almost too intense, I feel like, for this kind of fall look. But I may go in with like a hint of this one because he is so bright, and I think if I put it with the other one, it will blend in kind of nicely. So I'm going to try that. Okay, literally barely touched it. Now I'm going to go in with Pink Sand. This one is such a go-to. I love the mauve. Oh gosh, let's see. Okay, good. By the way, the Anastasia Blush Trio is in Cocktail Party. So now we're going to do highlight, and I'm actually, first, before I use the one in the Too Faced Natural palette, I'm going to go in with this Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. And it's just this really shiny kind of gold. I thought it paired really nicely with the orange because Twisty has a lot of orange in him. And you wouldn't want to use an orange highlight because that's totally not wearable. But goldish kind of color. It's a toned down sister or twin to the orange. I hope I'm making sense. So anyway, I'm just literally gonna do that there and do that there, and then I'm gonna pat it in. You want to pat it because liquid highlights are very easy to streak and you don't want to do that, so you just really want to pat it in. But I love these Cover FX drops, and honestly, when you put it in on the skin, if you can see there, it kind of becomes more of a pearl color, which also really works because Twisty's body is. So now that I feel like I've gotten it pretty blended out, I'm going to go in with my highlight brush and just go on top of it with Satin Sheets and Starlight, because actually these two right here are kind of mixed with flexes of gold and pink, which once again Twisty is kind of consumed of. And I'm just going to go right on top and right up here. Then I'm going to go on the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. So there we go with that. And now I'm going to finish up the eyeshadow portion with using this little bitty pencil brush and doing a little bit of color on the lower lash line. But before I do that, never mind, before I do that, I want to go in with inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, which I'm going to use my Flower Beauty right here. This is an amazing highlighting palette. I've already hit pan on the white one, which we're actually going to obviously use because once again, Twisty has a lot of white. So we're going to do that and then do it on our brow bone. And now we are going to go back in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe in Armed and Gorgeous and use, let's see which one, Agent right there on the end, which is one of those orange shades we use, and go on the lower lash line. I don't want much. I don't want it to be overpowering, but I do want a little. So there that is. And then I'm going to use the blue one on the very outer corner. So I'm going to go in with Busted from Dark Magic. Rose, you dang fool, stop it. So once again, my Camry So once again, my camera ran out of memory, so I'm back with a different location, a little bit different, but honestly, knowing me, I've probably been moving around this whole thing, so sorry if that bothers you. But now it's time for my eyebrows, which will take uttermost concentration. So most of this will probably be done off camera, but I'm just going to take a spoolie and comb them out. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I feel like that's literally just a classic, honestly. Here's what it looks like. And I want to go in with just a small, what's it called? Angled brush by e.l.f. Perfect, my light went out. Yay. Okay, and there are the eyebrows, and now we're just going to go on to mascara, which I'm going to use one of my absolute favorites by Marc Jacobs. It is the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara in 10 Noir. Looks like this. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes like I always do. Okay, so now for lips, I decided to go in with this pink lip liner by Buxom. It is in the shade Hush Hush, so that's what I'm going to go in with first. It is pink because, you know, Twisty's got pink in him. And then now I'm going to go in with this nude color. It is called Hudson by Anastasia, and this one is still in the pinky kind of orangey muted kind of, it's in the tones that he has basically. Kind of got more of an orangier browny kind of undertone, which you can really see in his face. And once it dries, I'm going to top it off with this gloss by L'Oreal. It is the Camila Cabello collection, and it is a lip dew in the shade, what shade is it? I don't know what shade it is, but this is what it looks like. If it'll focus. So that's what it looks like, and I'm going to top it off with that. Once again, it's all in the same color range. Alrighty, so I'm going to take my headband off. My hair's a mess, but that completes this look, you guys. Here it is from the sides. Up close. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you kind of think it looks like Twisty. I tried. I'll post a picture of him again right here. So hopefully that helped you to kind of see what I look like compared to him, the makeup look. Let me zoom out. So here it is from afar. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's, like I said, different from what I normally do. Obviously, you can tell I'm not a beauty... Obviously, you can tell I'm not a beauty guru. But I still hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you kind of, like I say, think that it kind of looks like Twisty. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more things like this down below. And other than that, please give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe, which you can do by hitting my face right here. And you can watch another one of my videos by clicking right here. And it would mean the world to me if you would do so. And I really hope you have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys in my next video.